What is up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So this is a video that I filmed months ago. If you hear some noise in the background, it's Shadow. But yeah, like I put on my lip oil first because I need to make sure my lips are hydrating and stuff. And I'm taking this Made by Mitchell. I believe this is the Pore Eraser Primer. I've only used it a couple times and I gave it away because if I'm being honest, I'm not the biggest fan of primers like this. Like, I don't think there was anything wrong with the primer. It's just not a primer that I would necessarily go for. So I was like, let me just give it to somebody who's actually going to use it. But yeah, I'm just brushing through my brows with Got To Be because this was the step I was doing like with my brows months ago. Do I necessarily use this all the time? No, because I don't know. I just don't do this technique anymore. So it's kind of crazy to see like techniques that I was using months ago versus where I am right now. But I'm taking one of the Nesmerize Beauty. These are like the Infinite Chrome Flakes. And I took this and I forgot what shade it is, but it's like this purpley shade. I wanted to add it just to have a little bit more sparkle, a little bit more extraness. And then I'm taking the Nesmerize Beauty Color Fix in Bunny. It's this light pink pastel color. And I'm basically using it to carve out my brows, to clean them up. And then I'm also going to use this as an eyeshadow base. I feel like when you use this as an eyeshadow base, like I say work in sections. Like thinking about like what I would do now, I probably would just do one eye first. That way it doesn't dry down, because like once this stuff dries down, it is very hard to blend and it's not going to be fun for you. But I mean, it worked pretty well this time, like when I did it. So yeah, I'm just trying to make sure the coverage is pretty even throughout before I actually like blend it with a bigger brush. Okay, so now you see me going in with a fluffier brush just to blend it out. And I will say this look was not intended to be like a Halloween look. Like I did this is like in July, I think, that I did this. Or yeah, either July or like late June. But I was just testing some stuff out because I had these gems from Manic gems that y'all will see later on. It was like this, I think it's called like the Galaxy or something. It's some type of decal case. I don't know if they still have it online. But it had all these little candy like gems and stuff. It had little lollipops, and then I had gummy bears and stuff. So you'll see them on my face later on. But even though this is a matte product that's going to automatically dry down, I just feel the need to always set my eyeshadow base with some RCMA translucent powder. I've been using this translucent powder to set my like eyeshadow primer for years. Like when I say years, I can't even give you a date of when I tried to like start using this. I feel like I was either in like my senior year of high school or like freshman year of like college, which is crazy to think about. But I'm taking the Beauty Bay Berries palette. I actually really like the 42 color palettes from Beauty Bay. I feel like, you know, they're pretty decent priced, and like the pigment stuff is really actually good. And I know I'm trying to work on building up my my kit for like clients and stuff, because I'm getting back into it. Okay, like I'm gonna be doing someone's like baby shower makeup soon. So I don't know, I just feel like the things that I have been wanting to do has really just been, you know, manifesting in my life. And just as a little side note, I know this is like a whole different topic, but I love makeup. I talk about that a lot. Like I truly honestly love makeup. It has always been a way for me to express myself, especially when I didn't have, I feel like, the environment or the support to truly, you know, express myself. Like I felt like I could only do certain things. So makeup was always just something for me to just get my creativity out and show who I truly was. So, you know, to look at my makeup looks now, like, yes, do I have like bigger plans and I'm like trying to do like more things or bigger things? Yes, but I'm proud of where I am with my makeup, like the creativity part and just like the technique and stuff, because I remember spending so much time like watching YouTube videos, like researching products, like learning how to blend eyeshadow. Like I didn't even use foundation for a very long time. Like it was literally like wing liner. I put like black mascara in my brows, and I had like ColourPop like lipstick on, no foundation, no lashes. Like I ain't put lashes on for real until like I think after I graduated from high school. Like I think I tried it once, maybe like my senior year, but baby, like this shit, I was struggling. And do I feel I still feel like I struggle a little bit with lashes, but I'm definitely a lot better. Like I can like, you know, do a little bit faster and stuff. But it's just really crazy to see how much I've grown, especially because this time last year I was really just trying to get back into the groove when it came to my makeup, because I was barely doing my makeup for a very long time. I feel like I had to go through a period where I just didn't wear makeup and just realized that I didn't necessarily need makeup to feel like myself or feel good about myself. So, you know, that was a whole thing. But I'm really appreciative of like all the support and stuff that y'all give me, because it truly means a lot. Like it really does. So I hope y'all are enjoying the spooky season series that I have going on. If y'all have any looks that y'all want to see me do, please let me know. Okay, so I'm taking this Made by Mitchell color case. I believe this is the Electrics one, and I'm basically going to use this as a foundation. Okay, because I could have used the Color Fix, but I was like, let me just test out this, because I've only used it a couple times. Not that like it's a pretty versatile product, especially for someone who does like creative makeup looks like me. I feel like I can get a good amount of use out of this, and I will be using this sometime soon, because I'm going to be filming some more makeup videos for spooky season. But yeah, I'm just blending it out with a fluffier brush. And when I was looking back at it, like while I was editing this video, I feel like I probably could have done a second coat, but at the end of the day, like it didn't necessarily need a second coat or a second layer of this. But I feel like it could have helped, you know, build up a little bit more like coverage and stuff. Hold on, Shadow was like trying to force me to play with him. It's so crazy to me like how much fun I have doing colorful bases like this. Like I was just cackling because I'm really like purple right now, but I don't know, I think it's so fun to like do like special effects looks or like just different like colorful foundations and bases and stuff, especially because if you look in the background at some of my art pieces, like you see the vibes. Like I literally draw people in like non-natural colors. Like they'll be like pink, blue, green, purple. They'll be basically like non like skin tone like related colors like brown and stuff. But yeah, I don't know, I've just been having fun like doing this, and I feel like I'm slowly branching into like the world of cosplay, and I would love to actually do like full like cosplay like fits and stuff. I gotta get into it, you know, get my outfits together, figure out what characters I'm really trying to do. I would love to just like make up some characters and just do them like based on like ideas I've had for like characters for like TV shows and stuff. So, you know, that might be something I do later on, you know, maybe next year or even at the end of school year. I don't know how I feel, but yeah, I'm taking the like tealish color and I'm basically cutting my crease. Whenever I cut my crease, I start off a little bit slow, kind of like etching the beginning part, and then like I'll try to do one solid motion if I can, but if not, I'll do like, you know, like shorter motions just to make sure it's as like even as possible. And it's basically like drawing a half circle, like, and I usually just do it to like right like behind the middle area of my eyes, like a centimeter off, maybe, if that, I don't even know. But yeah, I just do it a little bit longer, that way like the like eyeshadow has like more space and stuff. I don't know, I just like how this looks right here. But I'm setting it with this JelliWink Cosmetics. This is one of the like pigments, I believe this is like the mint one I have, I can't think of the name, but it's like a mint color. And yeah, I'm just setting it just to like make sure like it stays in place, because one thing about me, I have oily eyelids and like I feel like normal to oily skin, so everything has to be set. Like I've tried sometimes, you know, to not set certain things, and I regret it every single time because it always creases and I always look crazy. And I ain't trying to look crazy because I was trying to take pictures and stuff, but right now I'm taking the Manic Gems like lash glue or like gem glue, and I'm basically just applying it all over my eye. And now I'm going to be taking the JelliWink Cosmetics. This is one of their cosmic glitters, and it's basically like a fine glitter, and it's really close in color to that mint color, so that's why I thought it would be really cute to add on. If you put glitter on your eyes or even on your face, please be careful. One, make sure you're using cosmetic grade glitter. Do not put no craft glitter on your face. I know some people will still try it, but like I've seen pictures of like people who mess up their eye, and nobody wants that, because I already know how it feels to get this type of glitter in my eye. It's not fun. So imagine glitter that is literally not made for cosmetic, you know, use and stuff. Your eye gonna be bugging. So yeah, please be careful. But yeah, I'm now taking one of the deeper shades I use and basically just blending it like close to like my cut crease area, just to create a little bit more dimension. And this is a technique that I do every time I'm doing a cut crease like this, no matter what color it is. But yeah, and I slightly try to blend it a little bit above my cut crease, that way it has a little bit of a shadow effect. Now I'm taking the Super Precise liner from Essence Cosmetics, and this is just a black like liquid liner, and I always line the top of my like eyelashes or my eyelash area, and I do this to try and help the lashes blend in a little bit better, and I feel like it does refine the look a little bit more. Like I literally do this every time I do my makeup, like no matter what, even if I don't even have eyeshadow on, I usually do this still. So I'm taking a bunny once again, and I'm using it to highlight my face. If I did this, you know, present day, I would not put this all over my face. I would do like my under eye, this under eye, blend it all the way out, and then do the other eye, like, because when you're like working with this, I feel like you want to work with it when it's still like pretty wet, like as soon as you like apply it to your face, because like I said earlier, the like faster this stuff like dries, or the longer you have this on your face, like it's harder to blend, and like it will cause just a lot of problems. But yeah, I mean it did a decent job, so I'm just blending it out to make sure it looks a little bit even. And then I will go back in later on, and I will use my foundation brush, or like the color I use, the brush I use for that purple color, and I'll basically blend the edges out where the highlight is, because I feel like it helps just like create a more seamless transition. And this is a technique that I do with my regular makeup routine too. When it comes to me doing like full face paint, glams, or whatever, like with different colors and whatnot, I usually just use the same techniques and steps that I would use for my traditional makeup, and I just transfer it to like the different colors that I'm using basically. And I put a little bit of that bunny underneath like my cheekbone area, just to like add a little bit more dimension, just to carve it out a little bit more so it'll pop. And I'm going back in with my foundation brush like I was telling y'all, and I'm just blending it around the edges of that highlighted area, just to create like a seamless transition. Okay, so now you're gonna see me take the Danessa Myricks Beauty Color Fix in Journey, and it's like this purple metallic color, and I'm basically using this to contour my face in slick bronze, because it is more of a like red based color. But once again, if I did this present day, you would not see me do this all over my face. Like I would do, because right now you see it was a little bit hard for me to blend. Yeah, you don't want that to happen. So I would have literally just done like my one cheekbone on one side, and then I would do maybe the area underneath it, and then take it to my forehead and whatnot, because it makes it a little bit easier to blend. I did end up fixing it with like the eyeshadow I use to basically like set it and stuff. But this is why I say, you know, try and do one step at a time. And it's really crazy because like when you like let it dry down, like if you're trying to blend it out, it will kind of like take some product up to where you can kind of see your skin a little bit. That's why I say, you know, work in smaller areas and stuff, so you're not picking up like the product that you've already put down, because then you have to go back in and fix it. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I will say I probably will look crazy for a little bit when it comes to this makeup look. Like the look came all the way together, but I always say trust the process. Don't, you know, be like, oh Lord, like this ain't finna vibe out. Like no, just chill, y'all. Just chill, because it's gonna look good by the end, period. Face was beat. So I'm taking my RCMA no color powder, and I'm using this to basically set my under eye, and I will actually use it to set my entire face too, just to make sure that like it's all like an even layer. I always set my face, but whenever I set my face with like my regular foundation stuff, I use the Danessa Myricks Beauty Evolution powder in Pore, which I'm basically out of. Like when I say like I've been tapping it, and I have like the smallest amount left, but I did pick up up a new like Luxe translucent powder. Well, it's not really a translucent powder, it's like a setting powder, and it's like a foundation color. But I picked it up from, I believe it's called Amicole, but it's like a black owned brand, so I will be testing it out since I'm basically out of my other one. But you see me just taking this fluffy brush, and I love this brush. It's from Japanese, and I got it from TJ Maxx, and I have like 2 or 3 of them. But I just love using these to like set my entire face, because I feel like they just give like such a like seamless coverage, and you can do like a whole big area. And I got a big head, so you know it's really good to have a brush that this big. And I'm taking that Berries palette from Beauty Bay, and I'm basically just using one of the like purpley shades just to bronze my face. So as you see, I fixed up the area, like the areas that I feel like I fucked up like with the color fix. But yeah, and I'm also taking it down to like my chin-ish area, and I did put some of the like purple color on like the bottom part of my chin earlier. Y'all just didn't see it, but I was just trying to make sure like I don't do my entire neck, because one, I don't be feel like do all this shit. But when I start doing like for real cosplays, I will start doing it, even though like I don't be wanting to do it. Like I'm like, ugh, my makeup already takes forever to do, so adding even more steps. But I'm taking my black Opal State of Day setting spray, and I'm basically setting my entire face. This is what we're giving right now, so trust the process. I know some of it doesn't look as seamless as it should be. It's gonna look better. Like, let me just, you know, work, you know, let me just do some stuff, and then I'm going to go ahead and do my under eye area. And basically what I do is just like do what I did above my eye, just below it, if that makes sense. So I take the darker like I take the darker color first, and I'm taking that like pinkish shade that's a little bit lighter, and I'm blending it out, and I blend it to my eyeshadow just to make sure like it looks like seamless and like cohesive. And then I'm gonna take one of them lighter colors and basically just blend the edges out, try and get it like to look as blended as possible. And I always go back in with different colors and stuff, but I take my eyeshadow a little bit further down for me, because one, I have like bags underneath my eye and stuff, and I feel like it already creases and whatnot, so might as well just like bring it down a little bit further. But I'm taking the Made by Mitchell. This is one of the liquid blushes, and I will say like when you're working with certain products like the ones I have for my base, I would not necessarily use liquid products on top of it if you can help it. So like it worked for a little bit, but when I was doing something else later on, you'll see when I look crazy in the mirror and I'm just looking sad, that some of the product did pick up like the base product, so I had to go back in and fix it. I probably should just did one layer, and it might have worked a little bit better. But yeah, I love doing blush. Like, I'm a blush girly. I know they were talking about like blush blindness. I don't think that none of us are technically blush blind. I just think that we love blush, and I will put that shit on. Like, I will literally put this shit on, you feel me? So I'm taking this Jador Cosmetics like blush palette, and I'm basically setting the areas where I put it. And as you can see, you can look at my cheek and you can kind of see, yeah, you can see that some of the like product had lifted up when I was sending it. I probably also shouldn't have used the same brush I used with the liquid product to put on the like dry product, but it is what it is. But I'm going back in with like that purpley shade I used for my like actual like foundation color, and I'm just going back in to kind of just like cover up those areas where you can see like my actual skin and stuff. And now I'm going back in with like the actual like pink like powder brush, just to like, you know, add some more like cohesiveness and just make it look more like blush. I did like, I can kind of still see it, but it is what it is at this point. And I'm just taking the RCMA Note color powder just to like, you know, create a little bit more of a like transition between some areas. And now I'm setting my face again with that translucent powder. And then now I'm taking this Slay Ready Cosmetics not liquid, this loose highlighter. I can't remember which one it is, but it's like this purpley shade, and I thought it would go really, really well with this look. So I'm just using a fluffy brush just to like apply it, and I put highlighter all over my face. Like, I put it on my cheekbones, usually my chin, my nose. I'll put it underneath my brows and some on my forehead. But yeah, I don't even think I showed it earlier, but I did clean up my eyebrow slit with some of that like purple I used for foundation. And I took the Manic Gems glue and I just put some in my eyebrow slit, and now I'm using the Manic Gems Festive Gal like pearl pack, and I'm just adding these pearls to my eyebrow slit. I don't know, I just love like doing this. Like, I feel like this is like a signature of mine now at this point. And I'm taking that liner I used for like my actual like eye earlier, and I'm basically just drawing my moles back on. And I did draw a couple extra on just because, you know, I don't know, sometimes I just do that. Like, I have hella moles, but like some of them are sometimes like acne like scars or like bumps or whatever, and sometimes I was just like, I want to add some more. But now I'm taking my Win Beauty mascara, and I'm just just going to go ahead and coat my top lashes. And I'm also trying to make sure I cover up, because when I did like the blue on like my cut crease earlier, I did get some of this stuff on my lashes. So I'm just trying to see if I can cover up as much as possible. So another step that I do with all of my makeup looks, I take the About Face Shadowstick and Kill the Lights, and I'm basically just lining like my waterline. And I feel like this just like, I don't know, it just adds that final touch. Like I've not done it a couple times, and I feel like every time I don't do it, I'm just like, ugh, like I can just tell. But I always take like a little bit like finer brush, or like a thin like brush that's like densely packed, or not even thin, a like thick short brush that's densely packed, and I basically just blend it out just to make it look a little bit more even. And I'm about to set my face before I move on. I usually set my face 2 or 3 times depending on like, you know, what I'm doing and stuff, but I just want to make sure that like everything is set in place before I actually do my lashes and stuff. So I'm taking my natural lashes, I believe that's what it is, but I'm taking these lashes from Plushy Lash, and I'm looking on their website. They don't have any of the like full sets anymore, because they had these sets of 4 and they don't have any more available, and I'm sad because like I love these lashes. I have a bunch of different versions, but I will be restocking because I feel like these lashes are so cute, especially because like I have like smaller eyes, and like, you know, I have like this crease like on my eyeshadow, so I feel like these just like, they look really good, especially with glasses and stuff. I feel like they are full, but they're not like too big to where they're touching my eyebrow, even though I was that girl a couple years ago. Like I wanted the biggest, like longest lashes, and it was an era. It was an era, but right now we're out of that era, you feel me? So I'm going back in with my mascara, and I'm basically just trying to cover up those spots that I said like still had that blue in it. And then a tip I will have when it comes to like doing your like eyelashes, I always put a mirror and I tilt it underneath my eyes, like, or underneath my face, to kind of see like where my lash line is and where like my actual lashes are. That way it's a little bit easier to get them as close as possible to my lash line. But I took some of that black Velux INV lash glue, and I put some underneath my eyes in like 3 different spots, and I'm just adding like some of these like lashes, like these individual lashes, because I don't know, I feel like some looks they just need bottom lashes. And now I'm taking my clear lash glue once again, and I'm taking these like gummy bears. They're the purple ones that I got from Manic Gems, and I'm just sticking them on. I definitely stuck them on and held them a little bit longer than you see in this video. Like you need to hold them for a good little minute because they're bigger, so like if you just put them on, they finna fall off, because one of them did fall off my face. But now I'm taking one of the Beauty Bakerie lip whips, and I'm basically lining my lips with this. I do this with like different lipsticks. I don't know, I feel like it just helps your lipstick stay a little bit longer than doing like actual like lip liners. And I feel like when it comes to me, I feel like a lot of lip liners, they just don't show up how I want them to. But I'm taking this Made by Mitchell like liquid lipstick, and I'm just blending my like colors together by just like basically like pushing my lips together. I don't even know how else to describe that, but I'm taking this Juvia's Place lip gloss, and this is basically it at this point. Yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm really contemplating doing like a sour candy version of this look, so let me know if you want to see this, and I love y'all so much. Bye.